Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Environmental Coffee House. And we have a show with Nostradoomus tonight. Nostradoomus is David Allcock from the UK. And David and I have been chatting and talking for quite a while. He's actually a methane numbers cruncher. And he's going to explain it all to you. He hasn't joined yet, but with our new green room, he can come on, in a few minutes, whenever he wants. And I'm just going to say hi to Boiled Rope Lamppost and TCR Galaxy. Oh, listen, after that stuff on Twitter today, we might talk about that later if David leaves us. Kim, hi Kim and Joe. It's great to see you all on a Friday night. Last night I couldn't get it together. Last night was my own fault. It was the password night from hell, the software night from hell. When my modem went off, I had to reset. I put my modem off, reset it, and all the passwords on my MacBook Pro went away. It was insane. So that's why we didn't go live last night. I just couldn't do it. Sometimes you just get exhausted. I'm trying at one time to learn 3 different programs and take care of this house and deal with a diagnosis I got today, actually, which I've known for a long time, but it explains a lot of pain. I don't know if anybody knows what ankylosing spondylosis is or something like that. It's an autoimmune spinal thing, pain, all this crap, like a arthritis-y thing. So, not that I'm gonna whine. I'm not a victim. Again, these things happen to everybody. I just didn't know if anybody's ever heard of it. It just seems it's par for the course for my lousy life. Anyway, that's great. Let's see who's with us. Hi, Scott, Andrew, and Osama. Cool. I have been meaning to call Osama forever. Okay, well, I know David's going to join us soon. And let me just see if he is on okay, he didn't see it. So he's probably setting up, which is good. We talked earlier, and it seemed to be that it was going to work out fine, believe it or not, with just a telephone. So what I'm going to do is going to play a little clip, just a little thing I put together to tell you who David is, and then we'll talk to David. And he is a citizen scientist, but he is one of those people that is a numbers guy. He's a numbers guy.
Hello again, welcome to my channel. I'm doing this video now because I've just come across something, noticed something, and I think everyone should be made aware of. Let me just say that over the next few minutes it will be of utmost honesty on my part. I'm not making anything up. So I'll start by going back to the Global Monitoring Laboratory from NOAA. And this is the latest report on methane levels, updated November the 5th. And they've updated us up to July. And they've updated the graph up to July. The second satellite and also gives 2 lots of measurements. So all in all, I've got 16 sets of data, and I note these down on a weekly basis. These are the averages of the 16 numbers week by week. and this is a 3-week average of the week either side. Every single level, it's increased through May, June, July.
Hi, David. Welcome. I made that little video for you. It was just to bring you in and let me unmute you and get you set. Hi, how are you, David?
Hello, Sandy. Hello, everyone.
Hi, welcome. And this is Nostradoomus. Doo 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 doo. I was explaining to everybody that you and I have been chit-chatting for quite a while, and we follow the same, the same places. But you are, as a citizen scientist, you are a mathy citizen scientist. You can put a spreadsheet together, whip it up, and do things that a lot of us can't even think of. So welcome. I am going to put your name up. Welcome, David Nostradoomus. And I am Sandy Shallis. And I hope you like that little vignette that just maybe helped us understand who David is. So, David, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Well, I invited you because the methane numbers are serious things, and you've been doing an awful lot of work on this.
I like to keep track on what's going on.
Yeah, and you do. And you do it sometimes by pencil and paper. So we're going to get into that. I just wanted to hear how you started out a little bit. And, I know you don't want to talk about David, but talk about Nostradoomus. How's that?
I don't know. I was born in 1969 in a northern English town. It was like, where the Industrial Revolution started, part of all that. Dirty old northern town where my dad was from, and my mum was from the countryside. And I grew up in the northern town. I've always had a love of nature, and from an early age, I watched nature programs and science documentaries, and it's I find it difficult talking about myself.
It's okay. You gave us a beautiful picture. How did you get your interest in science? And how is your math ability? I mean, it just mushroomed. A lot of us don't have that.
Well, I don't want to boast, but I do think that they have a good understanding of mathematics. I find mathematics an easy subject. I know a lot of people hate it at school. I absolutely loved it. I love tests and examinations about mathematics. I've always had a fascination.
That's cool. And so you took that fascination and somehow you found the Doomosphere. Somehow you found, did you find Sam Carana, or did you find Guy McPherson, or did, because all our journeys are a lot, we intersect in our journeys, don't we, David?
We certainly do.
Yes, we do.
No, I didn't get any. I didn't go into the Doomosphere by influenced by other people. It was an individual thing.
Okay.
Even like by the age of 20, I could see everything going wrong. I see things and I follow everything through to its logical conclusion. And when I first started going out to the pub with my friends, I used to always bring up the subject of climate change, global warming. It was back then, 30 years ago. And I used to bring the subject up and say, well, this is likely to happen if things don't change and things carry on going the way that they're going, and here we are 30 years later. And it's not good, is it?
No, it's not good.
and and things needed to change a long time ago. And it's just later on, just recently, I've started to connect with other people that's like-minded with myself. Like yourself.
Yeah. And it's been
It's good to find people that realise what serious situation that we're in, and I really can't see any way out of it.
Well, you're not alone here, David, unfortunately. But you do, on the positive side, though, you've got this talent and you have a way of communicating things about the methane, but the measurements, and you see the trends. And that's what's interesting is your mind tells you the trends. And I like that. So tell us.
The methane's just one of my side tracks. I look at lots of things, but it's just that recent thing that I've spotted about the methane.
Yes.
That Noah's reports seem to be contradicting its own publicly accessible data, which doesn't seem right.
It doesn't seem right. So, and
No.
that's how, and you came to that with these, I was showing like your handmade, your graphics that you go from, you do handmade calculations. And
every Sunday, without fail,
Sunday.
I go onto the site where they report the data at four different heights in the atmosphere. It gives a good spread, and then I work out an average, and then I record the average, and then I put them in a graph and see where it's going.
Yeah, you're just doing your own thing, which is great. And this is an example of
I don't know
graph.
of anyone. I don't know of anyone else that covers it the way that I do.
No, that's what caught my eye because I'm learning. And I see what you do with the spreadsheets. It's meticulous work to keep this data. I used to do payroll data on spreadsheets, so it was kind of like you're keeping climate data. It's amazing. So, and it tells a story. And so I think that anybody that has the ability to tell us a story is great. And that's wonderful. And I'm really happy to have had you on and introduce your channel. What would you like to go next?
I'm glad to be of service.
Yeah, I think that everybody should check out your channel, and you want to learn about
you don't want to
the
go
problem.
there.
Well, that's why we're here, David. I have your channel. Look, I can pull it up right now, and everybody can see it. It's fine. You're talking, you're communicating. You see, you're doing something in life, and I respect that because a lot of us are doing the same thing. We have this little family here, so
I suppose the reason I started my channel, if anybody's interested, perhaps they may have the same feelings that I have. It's just, as the years have gone by, and I just feel increasingly frustrated and angry, and to see what we're doing to the world and ourselves inevitably.
yes.
And I just got so depressed last year.
Yes.
And it was in doing the videos is my way of releasing that anger and frustration, and also it's in my own way. I want people to watch my videos.
Good.
And it's to people that don't get it, what's happening to like maybe lessen the shock later when when it does happen.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
I think that it's, well, like you and I talked about the stages of
I
grief.
want to help. Yeah, I want to help other people go through these stages in my way, in my own way. So,
Yeah. Well, I think your way, you have a valuable look. It's helped me to understand. I'm not always Jennifer's the numbers girl. That's why you like to, send the stuff to her. And I'm hoping to get you guys to have
mm,
a good conversation with, on the data
yeah,
as
she's
you
great,
see it.
Jennifer.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. Let me ask you a question. Where do you see this data? What is the uh, what's the end result? What is happening out there with
What,
this?
what with the methane or with everything
Yes.
else?
Yes.
With the methane.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I've just made some projections um, based on the recent trends. So I'm going to be watching it over the next few weeks to see, and I'll be posting on my videos
Okay.
which track it's following
Okay.
because there's
And we will
methane.
be watching you.
Yeah, there's obviously excess methane coming up now. Otherwise, the numbers wouldn't be so high. So we'll see on that graphic, the latest coloured one. Um, we'll see which way it goes, how bad it is, and then
Okay.
I'll be able to project it further into the future. So
What
it's the
upset
next
you
few.
last week? It was something upset you last week. I remember you were more upset about something, and that's what led to this, than this week. And it had to do with projections and what could happen as a result.
Something upset me that led to the projections.
Yeah, that was
It was
involved
it was it was it
in
was
these
it
numbers.
was yeah, it was the fact that the official NOAA graph was showing the
Yeah.
methane levels that had dropped from May to July this year, and and recording the actual numbers showed the actual opposite. So
And
it'd gone up,
painstakingly.
but they're saying it's gone down.
Mm,
And I thought, well, that's not right.
okay.
And
Well,
they're saying everybody looks at that graph up to July, which is like 3 months old. I don't know why they can't do a more updated one than July, but that's not a. I don't believe that's an accurate representation of what is actually happening. And they're just trying to say, well, everything's okay.
and
The
yeah.
graph's just following its normal trajectory, which is 13 parts per billion higher than it was last year. But
Wow.
it's shot up in the last few
Wow.
months. But they're saying it's gone down, and it's their own data that I'm doing my graphs off. So something's wrong. Something's definitely wrong with it. It stinks, in my opinion.
Well, we know
So
it's probably too complex to go into the sociological and the societal reasons for where we are, but we are
yeah,
where we are. Did
it's
anybody?
just one. It's
Okay.
just one. It's just one part of one cog in the wheel, isn't it? Of everything that's happening.
I
You
guess.
know.
I guess. I think Keith is being funny. Do do the projections account for curved Earth? Not all permafrost is created equal.
No. Oh, they do account for seasonal variations though as well. I've put that into it, so they
Okay,
are
well,
they
it's
are
cool.
accurate.
I like it. Well,
Mm.
there was one more thing I had to pull up. There was one graph I had. I think I didn't. I pulled them all up. This was the CH4
Yeah,
graph. Can you
Yeah.
tell us about this graph a little bit? I
Oh,
need
I
to
think that's
learn.
what I was just talking about. Where
Yeah.
the graph on the left is the
Yes.
official what they've released,
And the graph on the right is yours.
and exactly
Wow. I think we
from the
found our
same
place to go for the numbers.
from the same point in time.
I see it.
Yeah,
Margot does a lot of this work, and I used to follow her more intently,
yeah.
but
I
I
used to
don't
work.
have the time.
Yeah, I used to work with Margot
Ah,
back in the day, and it was her in fact who encouraged me to start doing videos. So you can blame
oh,
her for
really
everything.
cool. Well, she's and I watched her video the other day, and
Mm,
she is very meticulous, and she was explaining
mm,
about the difference now in databases. She's always good for that. Man, she is
mm,
intent, and she knows her stuff. She
yeah.
studied the systems, and I have a lot of respect for that. Being
Mm,
able to focus on one thing. That is a, and you're doing the same thing. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah.
Um, how else? How are you guys out there? Any questions? Do we have any questions? Hi, CB. CB's here. Let's see. Human Love and Solidarity says natural gas is mainly methane. Fracking involves drilling an oil or gas well vertically and then horizontally into a shale formation. So that's more methane. That's methane. I bet if you measured the methane locally in different areas where they frack and all that, you could probably put together an amazing compilation that
Uh,
might be different than the official compilation. Oh boy.
yeah.
Imagine.
They've just put a new satellite up, haven't they? It's just started measuring the methane,
Oh,
and it's trying to pinpoint where it's coming from. So
that's
that'd be
going to
interesting.
be
That'd be
good.
interesting to check out.
Yeah. When did that satellite go up?
Very recently.
Wow.
Oh, I don't know how long it's been up there, but it's just started taking measurements.
Do you know the name?
But it
Okay.
eludes me
No,
at
that's cool
present.
because we'll follow you because you probably do a video on it. And I like that.
Well, I
So,
will do if it
yeah.
shows up anything interesting. I'll
Oh,
cover
sure.
it.
Well, you'll tell me. Yeah. We're converts now. We know where to get our methane fix.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. Well, I'm looking at the conversation. There's 40 people with us, and I just wondered if anybody had any questions. Um, oh, okay. We got Raza. Nostro, what is your assessment of the coming year? In your opinion, the baseline and methane at Environmental Coffee House. No, but what is your assessment of the coming year? In your opinion, the baseline and
For the
methane?
coming year.
Yeah.
Um, on methane particular. Um, I don't know.
You'll see it when the numbers
To be
happen.
honest, I don't think anybody knows.
Yeah. So it's not a projection kind of thing. It's more this is happening in real time. You're not projecting like models. You're interpreting this in real time for
I'm,
us.
my projections I've done my projections from the recent trends.
Yes.
So it's whether these recent trends continue or not, which I
Okay.
expect them to. So
All right, that's a good way to put it.
you have to keep checking me out because in 3 or 4 well in the next 3 to 6 weeks we should know how bad it is, if it is bad, if there is a lot coming up. You know, whether the bomb's going off or not.
Jeez. And then I sent you that article from Medium that the debunking the methane
Yeah,
caltrate gun. And
Mm.
it's interesting because it had a lot of good data in it. It just took us to a place that is a little contrary. I think they were putting down
Yeah,
Samilatov and Shakova's research. But
yeah. But it has
they just,
increased. It has increased quite a bit in the last month or two.
yeah,
It
that's what you
has.
had. You had that in your
So
data.
it's not just the levels in the atmosphere. It's how much. I do comparisons to 12 months ago because it's a seasonal. Because of the season. If it was just a straight line, it'd be easy to measure. But you've got the seasonal variation to add in or take off. So it's complicated.
Well, sure. It
But
looks like
but
is it statistics per se, or is it more like what mathematics is behind the calculations?
um, it's how much it's changing, how much more is entering the atmosphere.
Just by the numbers, it's a simple like
It's
linear, linear
the rate of increase. That's what
rate of increase.
that's what I'm studying is the
Okay.
rate of increase, and
Well,
that's what I'm going to be
cool.
tracking
Well,
in
I'm
the
going to
next few
study
weeks.
it vicariously through you. I'm going to let you do
Mm.
all the work, and I'm just going to watch your videos and learn
If
because it's
if
always good to have
yeah.
a good resource.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if I see the rate of increase going up, then it's woo, ding ding ding, you know. But if the rate of increase stays steady,
Yeah.
well, there
Yeah.
shouldn't be a rate of increase at all. But there is one ongoing right now. Now whether that will calm down and go back to normal, or whether it'll stay steady, or whether it'll is it going to accelerate?
Well, we'll
That's the
find that out
question.
from the new satellite. That's
Mhm.
I guess. It is something else.
Oh,
To
yeah,
get
all
this
this stuff.
stuff,
Sorry.
it takes fossil fuels. It takes fossil fuels to build them, fossil fuels to get them out into space. Everything is fossil fuels, and we're measuring fossil fuel. We're measuring GHGs.
Yeah, it is.
It's like a circular cluster.
Yeah,
I won't say the word.
it's like air conditioning. It
Oh gosh, yeah, right. Oh,
is.
I think
Uh,
everybody in the chat's having a good time. Um,
oh, good.
let's see. You getting tired? That's right. It's 1 o'clock in the morning there. You just tell me when you're like, you're like done, and we'll see. We have some questions. Um, I think we accomplished what we. What's up? He's a boy in a shopping cart saying hi to you. What's up? What's up?
Oh, hi.
What's
What's
up?
up?
What's up? Yeah. Nostradoomus. I love it. I think that's the most
What's
awesome.
up?
What's up? I think that's definitely the most awesome thing. And Osama, Raza. I wonder if humans will become fossil fuels. Raza is our resident comedian of the
Yeah,
Doomosphere on all the channels. Do you know Raza? Do you see him on the videos?
yeah. I see
Well,
his comment. Yeah,
yeah.
good comments on your shows.
Yeah,
Excellent.
all of our
Yeah.
hi, hi. It's a Kameshwari. Kate said she had no idea this would be a Friday night for date for Doomers.
Hey, I'm looking for the
Nah,
Doomer chick.
he's looking for a
Anyone?
Doomer chick like Hambone. You're looking for a Doomer chick.
Anybody?
I wonder if anybody could make money with a Doomer. I thought there was a Doomer chick dating site on one of the ones on Facebook, but I think it's got to be whoa. I think it's got to be a difficult thing, and in a relationship. I mean, I'm married. My husband doesn't talk about this stuff with me. He has no patience for it. He gets angry.
Oh,
I mean, so
that's the
that's why I
thing.
have my outlook here.
I have no one to talk to about it. That's the trouble. So
Wow. I think I got slowed
it's
down.
places like this that
Yeah,
you
there
get
you
comfort
go.
from.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I wanted to, you know what I wanted to do real quick was I wanted to move over and show everybody the graphic behind me on my green screen. It's Igor Morsky. I absolutely love Igor Morsky. He is a surrealist and he is one of my tops. I love the guy. I do. I love his artwork. So, all right. Wow. Let's see, guys. What are you talking about? A dream come true. Yeah, dream come true. It's. I wish I had a dream date. Um, Comedian. I thought he was dead serious. Dang, I don't know what they're talking about. Oh, hey, Stephen Davidson, Donna girl. I wish a giant meteor would take everything out before the shit hits the fan. Well, you know what?
I thought that too. Because then it wouldn't be our fault.
Right? Yeah, but it still would. You know what? The cosmos would know in the future that it would be our fault. And I'll tell you what, I don't think being doomer, like, I don't consider myself a doomer. I consider myself a person that understands. I'm a person that
Yeah.
understands that there's, I mean, when you look at the magnitude of problems in this world, I can't see any way that any of it's going to get fixed before the GHG concentrations, there's not going to be a tree left standing. I mean, how does anybody not see that? I don't know. Because they're working, they're they're in all the different countries, whatever culture they're in their life. But then there are those that already know. And I will say another thing, David. I see a lot of people on a lot of platforms that know, but that don't necessarily need to hear it all the time, but they know. And
People
that's
don't
why
want to hear it.
No, that's why I like to do different things on my show. I like to teach about, like, carbon tax or the climate mobilization. I want to do those things because
Mm.
a lot of people don't know. A lot of people don't know. Human said it's
Yeah,
hottest year to date and coolest into the future. Oh, let's see. Rollins Witch. Hi. Head uphill or up north? Well, I'm up north, but I'm not uphill. Now, what is the UK like on the safety scale in the clusterfuck of the future that is coming faster than previously expected? Are you safe?
UK. Well, they've just had a party next door. I think they've all gone home now. We're in the middle of a stringent lockdown. So we want to talk about safety in the UK.
Oh boy. Well, it's happening in different places. Yeah. I don't know if I even want to go there. It's just the whole thing overwhelms me. It does. It does. Let's see. Rollins Witch says industry is the only thing keeping us alive. Methane is highly underrated. Yeah, well, all of them. It's a mess of all of them. Hi, Jean. She says no need to hear it. I listen to Stop the Crime. Oh, stopthecrime.net. Okay. How are you, Jean? I know you. Nice to see you. Wow. It's been a while. There's a name out of the past. Well, we haven't been streaming. We used to multi-stream, and I don't think I'm going to keep the multi-stream because you can't schedule. But then I decided, since Facebook was screwing me up so much, I would get a Periscope, and I think I'm going to do a maiden voyage on Periscope and do a teaching video, on a topic that's interesting and see what happens. I like doing it. Sure beats all the time vacuuming up after 5 cats and being, a homesteader. There's always something to do. Always, always, always. Always. It never stops. So how you doing out there? Kim. Yes, she's right. Oh, I got somebody else's. Like the page, peeps. Yeehaw, like the page. And, going south. 201,000 new cases in the U.S. today. Torstein, going south, he tracks the data on that. And
Hi, Torstein.
Yeah, you guys know each other?
Little.
That's cool. Well, welcome. Welcome to our little Friday night Doom Fest. I'm looking for something really, there it is, my low sound effect Friday night sound. I like it. It's somber and quiet. I'm learning all this stuff that this software can do. Bells and whistles. It seems stupid, you'll think back to the interviews I used to do where it was just a screen and another person and terrible reception and get 4,000 views and it's like those days are over because there's a lot of competition and people don't have a lot of attention span, and we are kind of seen as a bit of fringe, which was what I was going to talk about with the Twitter thing today with TCR Galaxy and a bunch of people, Black Bear News, about population and basically mainstream scientists calling people that think population is a problem eco-fascists. I'm not an eco-fascist. That's crazy. I'm not a fascist anything. So it was a very interesting discussion. And perhaps that will be for another time. So, Dave, what do you think? We've been on almost 40 minutes. I think we've done a really nice go over.
I'm surprised this worked on my phone.
It worked beautifully. I think it worked beautifully on your phone. Yep. And the software's working good. So, hi, Rich Diana. Yeah, we had a lovely show. It was a lovely Friday night as it was doom or date night, I guess. Going south, it's a lot when you can't be bothered to write all the zeros. Well, it's exponentially going up where I live, and there's an attitude here that it's the old people dying, but it's just sad to hear to have that, because I don't know, that's sad. And part of the whole Twitter thing was that this woman was saying it's not population, it's all the inequality in the world. Well, it's a combination. Lucy Blank, she says our food still has nomadic lives, or does if we can afford the shipping. Right on. That's why I try to do as much local. What's it like where you live, David? Are there farmers markets or is there ability to grow food or anything like that?
Not for me, there's not.
No.
I wish there was.
There's no community gardens
I'm
anywhere?
I'm stuck.
You're stuck?
Oh, yeah.
David. Well,
yeah.
I
wish there was. I wish there was more I could do, but.
Well, you could grow potted things inside the house with a light. Lettuce is easy. Yeah. Well, if you ever want to do it, I'll tell you how to do it because I'm doing pot gardens and all that stuff. It's just work, though. It adds to my stress, but it's good stress, I guess.
I have been seriously thinking about it.
Yeah. A little indoor greenhouse is really cheap, and then you just put a few little pots on there, and you put your seedlings in, water them every day, have good lighting, and you might even grow a few beans. It just makes you feel good because you're growing life, I feel good doing it. I might
just grow some mushrooms.
Yeah, okay. Well, that sounds intriguing. Oh boy. Let's see.
I might get locked
says,
up,
hey, Sandy, can you put the link to the Twitter Black Bear News threads on population at the end of your video today? Absolutely. Do you want the links or do you want me to show them? I have them. I can pull them up. Why not? If anybody wants to look, David, hang around with us. We'll get this going and just show the little bit of the conversation that happened today.
Okay.
We're up in the corner. Let's see. Is that what you're talking about, Dee Dee? It was a whole bunch of things, and it was it was academia, I guess, calling somebody that makes a comment about overpopulation is an eco-fascist. I don't know if I want to go into the whole thing, but I'm looking for the link she would like. Okay. Am I close, Dee Dee? Because it's hard for me to see. I have a million windows up. Wait a minute. I can't find the original one. I could just put the link. Everybody was in on this one. Oh, here. Yeah, this is the person, the professor. She blocked. Oh, I lost it. She blocked. Oh yeah, discussion of the 7.9 million elephants in the room called Planet Earth gets you blocked by the privileged professors, and it was a professor Farhana Sultana. But see, I didn't disagree with what she had said. She had said
No.
some really, I thought, decent things, and I think you can have conversations, but she blocked him, and that I don't like that. I don't really like that. But I hope I helped you somewhat, Dee Dee. I'll put the links in. All right, guys. Well, I think we've had a really nice show. I want to close that down. I think we've had a lovely show, and we're hitting a 42 mark. And you know what? If I could get out by 45, maybe I'll feel good. All right. All right, everybody. David,
Sandy?
everybody's going to come on over.
Sandy,
Yes. Do you hear me?
I'll go out with my poem then.
What?
I'll go out with my poem.
Yes. Yes. That's right.
And then I'll sign out.
Okay, he's got a poem. Okay, this is wonderful. I love it. I'm going to put just you up. I'm taking myself down, and everybody listen to the poem.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for putting up with me for the past 40 minutes. Where do you go to when you're in a fix? In these dark days of trouble and existential risk. Environmental Coffee House is where I get my kicks. Sandy and Jennifer are the best Dooma chicks. Thank you all.
Oh, I didn't know it was
Bye,
good.
everyone.
All right. Well, I am going to put the goodbye music on again. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Oh, that was really sweet. Thank you for coming on. I really absolutely adored doing the show. It was nice. Good night, everybody. Come back for Sunday, okay? All right. Peace out. And thank you again. And I'll have the link to David's channel, of course. All righty.
Don't go there.
Oh, you're silly. That's how we have to learn. We have to go there. You can't shake your head no. You're in this now.
Oh, don't do it.
Oh, you can't get out of this now. Bye. I'm going out. I'm going out.